Hi Pisces, and welcome to your mid-month reading. This is for anybody that has their sun, moon, rising, midheaven, and or Venus in the sign of Pisces. Nonetheless, if you just happen to find yourself on this video, I'm pretty sure there's a reason for it. There's a message in here for you, and I do hope that it finds you well. Let's go ahead and get into your reading. What came out for you energetically was the Seven of Wands, followed by the Eight of Swords and the Seven of Swords. Okay, coming into the obstacles, what came up for you was the Tower card, followed by the Queen of Cups and the King of Swords. Okay. Now, ways to overcome these energies or things that you need to be focusing on to move forward. You have the Three of Pentacles, followed by the Two of Pentacles and the Lovers card. Okay, so what came up, or what I'm hearing, is imagination runs wild. Pisces, you guys are letting your imaginations run wild right now. You're letting them take you hostage and take you down a path, a dark path that you really don't need to be going down. I feel like some of you guys are starting to engage again in your old way of thinking and self-sabotaging situations. This is just making up these fanatical scenarios that never play out, and so you're over paranoid for no reason. You might be defensive for no reason, just having feelings of not trusting other people at this time, not knowing who you can really put your trust into, because you feel like people are just moving differently. Some people might be acting shady around you, and you will have to get to the bottom of that in the mid-month. But if this is something that you are personally doing, this is an internal battle that you've always struggled with, as far as thinking about the worst case scenarios and them turning into self-fulfilling prophecies, because that's what you are putting your focus on. That's what you're thinking about the most, and so you're giving your energy to that. You need to just go ahead and release it and let it go, because it's affecting you. It needs to come out. So you can either do this voluntarily or involuntarily. I feel like since this is upright, this is something that you can still choose to do yourself, because the Tower is a man-made structure. Also, I do want to mention that the Tower card is also related to the planet Mars. And right now, I know that Mars is in the sign of Aquarius. You guys might be dealing with an Aquarius, and or just need to look at that placement in your natal chart and see how that's affecting you, right? How the air placements in your chart are affecting, well, really essentially like your thoughts and your emotions, because I feel like you are out of balance with that. You're struggling with your emotions and your thoughts at this time. But if Mars is still retrograde, because I do believe that's one of the planets that went retrograde this year, there's like 6 of them right now. I'll leave a list somewhere. But if Mars is still retrograde, then this is a point of review for you, and how or where the thoughts really come from, and why you continue to believe in them in the first place, what you can do to change how you look at situations, how you can overcome them, right? And not be a victim to your circumstances, not living in victimhood, because I am getting that. The Seven of Wands and the Seven of Swords energy, there's something about the mind and the way that you structure your life that needs to be examined at this time. Some of you are wanting to avoid having to do this work, but that's only going to set you back if you continue to try to push it under the rug, because I feel like some of you guys have been pushing some things under the rug for far too long that need to be dealt with head on, that need to be dealt with head on here in this obstacles position, right? Some of you need to be real with yourself as it relates to your own desires, your own goals, and the steps that you're taking to achieve them, as it relates to your relationships with other people, and your consistency and what you put forth in those relationships, right? How much you're also giving and putting into them for them to grow. Hopefully that came out right. Okay, as this relates to your romantic partner, and never really touching on the subjects that are causing you the most tension at this time in your relationship, right? Like you need to bring that back into balance. You need to bring your whole entire life back into balance. I'm hearing all aspects with this King of Swords card. You need to find harmony. Some of you just are having like foggy thoughts. I'm hearing writer's block. Like if you've been trying to write something, you're getting frustrated because nothing's really coming to you. No ideas are coming to you. You might be feeling like you want to give up. But now is not the time for that. It might just, again, be what's happening on a planetary level that's affecting your ability to think clearly right now and to put your thoughts into words. I'm also getting with that. Some of you Pisceans, though, are not paying attention to what is being told to you in your dreams. Some of you have psychic abilities, okay, that you might have been trying to suppress your entire life, but there's going to come a point in this lifetime for sure where you can no longer hide that about yourself. You can no longer hide the things that you see, the things that you hear, the things that you feel, how you can manipulate energy, I'm also hearing now is not the time to be too high strung. So for some of you, you need to let that go a little bit. You need to better balance your feminine and masculine attributes, personality traits. You're taking things a little too seriously. So that could be affecting your relationships. That could be affecting the way that money flows into your life. That can just affect the way that you make your day-to-day decisions in life. And that's what I'm getting. You don't want that to bleed into other areas of your life. So don't be too high strung. Learn to go with the flow when it's necessary. Learn not to take things too personal, especially if you find yourself in social outings this month and you're meeting people for the first time. You're having to, there can be some personality clashes. That's what I'm getting with this Seven of Wands. But just try not to take anything said too personally, because I feel like as you get to know these people more, especially if you see them around more than this one time that you may go out this month or have been out already this month, you will better understand who they are, right? You'll get a better sense of who you're dealing with. Some of you just beware, because I feel like a lot of you are getting some opportunities that are coming your way, especially on a job front. There may be some people that are trying to, keep up with you, and or just trying to keep you from getting all the things that you are coming into having, right? So definitely use your discernment, use your intuition, listen to what people say, be more of an observer than the center of attention for the remainder of July. I would say that, so that you can make sure that you're watching people's mannerisms. You can watch what people say, their body language. Well, that is mannerisms, but just their follow through on the things that they say, so you know who to do business with or who to just keep around you by the end of July. Because there very well could be some people trying to creep into your life that don't mean you well, right? Their motives are unclear. So just keep an eye on that person if somebody just makes you feel a kind of way. But at the same time, just in natural social situations where you're just out trying to have a good time, just beware that there can be some personality clashes. But not to take anything too personal, okay, you guys? If you have been struggling with money, don't be afraid to ask for advice. Don't be afraid to ask for a loan if you need to borrow some money. Because some of you might be struggling to figure out how you're going to pay your bills, how you can live off of what you have left. But if you are down and out financially, now is not the time to try to act like you have money to give to other people when you know you don't have it. I'm also getting that. So be smart with your investments, especially if you're running a little low on money, and learn by the end of July, either through like reading something, taking a class, hearing something, especially as it relates to like television, but figure out how you can flip money to make more money. So yeah, this reading kind of feels weird. It was weird to try to get all these energies out. So I hope what I'm saying makes sense. If you're completely single, by the end of the month, you could have your eye on someone. Someone might have an eye on you. Somebody might be watching you. Ooh, and if this is related to a job, then just be careful what you say and what you do and how you interact with people online, because a decision will be made based off of that. Okay, that came through. But if this is really just about love, somebody could just be watching you, watching how you move, could be inspired by the work that you do. I'm getting that with the Three of Pentacles. They really get to see you for who you are, but from afar. There's just some admiration there. And I see this person's kind of trying to come up with like a game plan on how to approach you. So that can be exciting. Love on the horizon for some of you guys. But again, if you're already in a committed relationship, you guys just need to go beneath the surface, right? And really get to really get to the root of all of your problems, if there have been, or just any tension that you may have, or just allowing your imagination to run wild as it may have in the past, based off of your partner's or ex-partner's behavior. It just, for some reason, you just get paranoid. So just watch for that you're not self-sabotaging your own personal relationships, and that you are not affecting just you on an independent level and being able to do the work that you need to be successful, and stopping with like the victimhood, woe is me mentality. So that's what has come up for you guys. As far as chakras are concerned, the heart chakra needs to be balanced. Your throat chakra is underactive. The third eye and crown chakra are a little underactive, but you definitely need to be paying more attention for the remainder of July to that, and your root chakra. And I will leave that in the description box below. At this time though, definitely give me a thumbs up, share this with your friends and family, and do subscribe for more.